If you've ever wanted to run your own camping resort, then you're in luck. Camping Manager 2012 for the PC will be released later this year on the 28th of September 2012, published by Excalibur Publishing and brought to you by Astragon. In order to successfully get your campsite up and running, there are a few things that you need to do. First, lay down some accommodation. The cheapest are the tents because visitors will bring their own, but you can eventually purchase more impressive buildings at a much higher cost. Not only will you need to place down somewhere for your virtual campers to sleep, there are also a great selection of other demands that you need to cater to. At first, the demands are pretty simple: somewhere to grab some grub, somewhere to obtain drinking water, and toilet facilities. But as your camp grows, you'll need to discover what type of holiday camp you'd like to run, and that will affect the items that you place in your camp. Depending on whether you want to attract an older or younger audience affects what items you want to place in your camp. For example, the playground isn't something an older generation would like to have close to their accommodation, but having a decent playground means that you could bring in a family to your campsite, which could ultimately bring in a much larger revenue because they'll need to purchase more food than a couple. Because the items are rotatable and placeable nearly anywhere, as long as there's a flat surface, the possible layouts for a camp are near endless. Whether you create a campsite that has an emphasis on ornaments such as fountains or trimmed hedges, or whether you fancy putting in a disco, you'll be able to create the campsite that you want. The management of the campsite is pretty in-depth. You need to make sure that the prices for accommodation are set correctly, but you'll also need to hire gardeners and cleaners so that your park stays in pristine condition. There are a couple of game modes available. The first is a free play mode where you're given complete access to the whole campsite and can do anything you want without time constraints. You just need to make sure that your camp is profitable to continue playing. The other game mode available is a challenge mode where you have a certain time to reach several objectives, which can include trying to obtain a 5-star rating over the course of 3 months. Camping Manager is out on the 28th of September 2012 for the PC, published by Excalibur Publishing and brought to you by Astragon.